Ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search. You need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist. I look for thread lines, smashing every deadline. No longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second itch to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Yo, welcome everybody to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Daniel Pena. I do not know if you can hear me right now. Give me 1 second, guys. So I am running a new, I think you guys can hear me. So awesome. Sweet. Okay, cool, guys. Welcome to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Daniel Pena, and today it is August 14th, 2024, and we got news for you with my boy, Woss Boss. First and foremost, guys, I want you guys to like, subscribe, share, tell a bit around that this is going down, and we could not do this without you, so, donate. I need your help. I need your support. If you guys want to keep me going, keep me floating, drop some money down below. I am also trying to get eye surgery done this year, and that's going to be a hefty penny. Like I have to get a IRC, so a corneal replacement, and it costs $6,000 for each eye because I wear fucking binoculars. Sorry for the profanity, but it is very frustrating because my eyes are really bad, and yeah. Anyways, guys, go donate for real. Check out all the links below and check out all my sponsors. You guys can go ahead and find all the best supplements over at boomerboost.com. Use coupon code Joe30 for all the premium supplements that you need to get your mind and body and soul right and supercharged with a one-of-a-kind barley blend. So, that's biblical right there. Barley's in the Bible. It's in the ancient texts. They want you to eat it as a superfood because it is. You could also find minerals, probiotics, and a little bit of everything over at boomerboost.com. And you use coupon code Joe30. Also, guys, I just got a nice $1,000 gift pack from C60. You see, they have many things. They have oil that you can, take with a spoon, put it in your mouth. Just easy money, right? You have gummies. They have skin cream. They have anti-aging cream, anti-gravity cream. And this is well-known research. In the 80s, Nobel Prize winning, literally. And now in the last 20 years, C60 has been researched by Japanese scientists to go ahead and look into anti-aging formulas. And so if you guys notice my skin just looking a little bit different, glowing, because I'm on that good stuff. You guys can go ahead and check out C60 over at shopc60.com and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for antioxidant. Legitimately, hands down, bar none, you will find that everywhere, that it is the world's best antioxidant. And so what that means is it'll get you supercharged, get you clean, get your mind sharp. If you notice that my brain is working at a different speed, it's because it is, and because of the supplements that I am taking. You guys can go ahead and get C60 to go ahead and clear all those free radicals, all that junk, all the toxins that are stuck inside of you, from all the hot Cheetos and Starbucks and and Dr. Peppers, and you feel it in the morning. You're like, man, that's some junk. If you guys want to clear that out, go ahead and get C60. There is avocado oil for those who want easy digestion. There is extra virgin olive oil for those who want to lower their cholesterol. There is MCT coconut oil for all the athletes who want to go ahead and get themselves to the next level, like me. Um, Go ahead, check out C60. By far, one of the best companies I've ever worked with or even used. And I mean this, for the last 10 years, I've spent over $5,000 on more than 75 different companies and products, supplements that I've just been randomly taking, testing out, checking out, and I've thrown away a lot of them. I just got rid of them. And, right here, right now, C60 is pretty much the only one I need. It'll get you right. You guys can also go check out Okazi Clothing for all the best workout gear that's inspired by Demon Slayer and new anime all the time. Yes, Okazi Clothing, getting the gym gear right for you with wrist straps, shorts, shirts, and more. Use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 10% off your order. And well, we are back. Hey, Woss, what are you doing? How you doing, bro? What's good in the
Man,
hood?
glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Thank you, Joseph. Your mind is definitely working on higher levels. So whatever supplements you're taking now, they're doing the job. And I'm ready to get some good news and have a good podcast. Glad everybody can be here. Let's get it.
Hey, that's right, man. I appreciate that, man. Literally, it's been a week off of weed butter, and it's been one day off of weed too. So I'm a little sober, guys, and me, I'm a cannabis smoker. But hey, I will be coming back to the good Mary. I can't leave Mary alone. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
I'm
that's
at
just later down the road. I'm taking a nice
you.
little tea break. Um,
I, I just took these not too long ago, and I was talking to you on FaceTime, and you told me to eat the whole candy bar. And let me tell you, I was knocked out. That was a bad idea, Joseph.
yeah, man. Well, it's because you want to go ahead and get the mushroom psychedelic high, right? See what these mushroom bars that we find in the common stores, like our smoke shops right now. These mushroom bars are psychedelic. Yes, we see them all around everywhere. We see these cool little mushroom bars at our local gas station smoke shops. But so there are about oh man, I don't even know, a million different type of mushrooms. And the thing is, all these different mushrooms have different benefits. All these different mushrooms have different properties. See, some are psychedelic, some are medicinal, and some are like for the body, to get your body charged up. Well, the ones that you were taking were not psychedelic. Um, they were more of a creative, like to get your nerves going. And so you took a super dose of like just a healer, and that's all it was. So if you went to sleep, you probably healed up real good because like all that stuff is working inside of you. And what mushrooms do on all levels, doesn't matter if it's psychedelic or medicinal, whatever, mushrooms primarily they target a lot of the neurons, and they heal a lot of the neurons and the synapses and the glia. And so what this means is that all those little cells in your brain, they get cleared out, they get healed, formulated again. Like how like sometimes you just feel like your brain's foggy, or your brain constantly goes to a memory over and over and over again, like your bad ex. Like mushrooms clear all that shit up, and make you think like, oh wait, I don't need that anymore. I'm not thinking about that person anymore. I'm not thinking about that toxicity. Oh, I don't want that alcoholism. I don't want this. That's what a lot of times mushrooms will do. So there is a very few that will get you psychedelic, and make you trip out and make you see God. But for the most part, you just got to do the research on the exact ingredients. And yeah, that's why I'm here, man. uh me and Big Perm told you eventually later, like, oh, those weren't gonna get you high. You knew, but
I didn't get high.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect you to pass out. I didn't expect you to pass out. Yeah, but but that's good, man. Instead of like like other drugs, bro, I've seen people who did salvia and they jumped out their window. Like
Oh,
people do crazy shit on other drugs. Yeah. So thank God that you just went to sleep, right? You
right.
had a good
Yeah.
night. You had a good night, man. All right. Hey, I want to go ahead and thank all my viewers out there. You guys are rocking hard. So wherever you guys are at, thank you guys for staying tuned. Now, let's go ahead and get to some news, guys. We got some things in store. If I can pull them up, and if I can't, then fudge. Yeah, let's go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Keep moving this. There we go. So NASA has picked 3 companies to develop a moon car for the astronauts. Guess what 3 companies they are, Woss? What do you think?
Tesla? Tesla?
Absolutely not. I don't know any of these companies, bro. You don't know any
Oh,
of these companies. I don't think anybody knows any of these companies. NASA has selected Intuitive Machines, Lunar Outpost, and Venturity Astrolab. I've never heard of any of those.
never
Have you
heard of
real?
them.
Have you?
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. All 3 companies are in the running for task orders with a potential value of 4.6 billion over the next 13 years. So NASA has made a contract with these 3 companies to make their cars for the next 13 years, and the value of the orders are about 4.6 billion. Um, you know what, the interesting thing I find about the 13 years is that that's getting close awfully to the Agenda 2040 date. But maybe it's just a random number, 13 years. So the trio will develop their team's ideas for the lunar terrain vehicle to help astronauts explore the moon's south polar region. All 3 vehicles must accommodate 2 suited astronauts and handle the area's extreme conditions. They must also feature robotic remote operation capabilities so NASA can continue test and even explore when astronauts are not on the moon. Wow. Um,
So,
I mean, are we even really on the moon?
so we're finally going back to the moon after all these years. Why?
Yeah, so they say. Yeah, so they say. I'll be real. Like, I don't know what the moon is, and I don't. I'm not the flat earther who thinks all of space is fake. I do think that the Earth is flat, but I also think that space is somewhat real. And what I mean by that is that there are things outside of our normal reality, outside of our barrier. There is craft. There must be some type of technologies, whether that be flying like moons or artificial moons, artificial satellites. Like the moon could be an artificial satellite, or whether that be like super giant constructs like we see in movies where like just this big old metal, building like uh is out in space and it's just like a huge floating thing, right? Who knows what's
Like the Death
really out
Star.
there, but I do think something is out there. Bro, it's that whole thing about the Death Star and the moon. That's all based on real things. See, if you look at the moon right now, what's very interesting is that you look at all the craters, and there's a slight difference to the depths in craters. Like, not there's not much of a difference though, and it very much looks like a lot of these craters can only go down a certain level. It doesn't seem like these craters can keep going down into uh the middle of the moon, because scientists have also found that the moon reverberates, that when you like land on the moon with your spaceships or something goes and hits the moon, that there's this like type of vibration that kicks off. It almost seems like it's hitting some layer of something on the moon. Whenever anything hits there, it seems like something's hitting a layer. And people speculate like, well, the ancient stories of the tribal cultures around the world in America, they said that there was a time before the moon. Many cultures have spoken like, yes, we have been passed down oral tradition. There was a time before the moon, and then there was a time when the moon came, And you kind of hear the same thing about uh science, where they're like, well, yeah, the moon was formed because Mars hit it or whatever. And it's like, okay, all right, so the moon came later than the Earth, right? And we kind of just see that there's certain qualities about the moon. Like, we only see one side of the moon at all times. Like, no matter what, we will never see the dark side of the moon, because the dark side of the moon will never show itself to us. Like, for some reason,
That's
right?
pretty
Like,
suspect.
yeah, it's really interesting, right? The whole thing about the moon and space. Like, I think that there's something there, but it's not what we're told it is.
So I
And
wonder this time
especially
before
the
the
moon,
moon,
like, it's not what we're told it is. It's real, it's there, but it's not.
this time before the
Yeah,
moon,
there
does
was
that
a
mean
time before the
the
moon, and,
sun was?
I don't know
Does
too
this
much
mean the
about
sun was
exactly
shining
how
all
they
the time?
lived. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I do know that the further we go back in history, they said, how do we say this? Time moved faster, so the sun must have spun quicker, or the sun the Earth rotated faster. Um, well, the sun doesn't rotate. What am I talking about? We rotate around the sun. So we must have rotated, quicker back then, back in the day. So days were shorter, I guess.
Okay, so
Like,
plant
there was
life,
only
plant
20
life
hours in a
needs
day, and so sun was out. Well, that's a
so
myth too. Plant lives don't
they
need
need
sun. But
darkness,
yes,
right?
okay, majority.
They need
Well,
darkness, right?
okay. So like 90% of the plants on Earth, yeah, like they for sure need sun, but some plants, they do thrive in the night. And what's interesting though is, as you speak about night and darkness, is that all the plants actually do take in rays and light from darkness and from the night. So like, the moon can shine bright and shine some light on a plant, and the plant will pick something up. But also, like, even just underneath the stars, you know how they say, like, we can't see all the colors and spectrums and vibrations and all that, whatever. And like, we look up in the stars, and like, for sure there's stuff that we just like we can't really make out with our eyes. And well, like, plants can feel the different vibration spectrums and colors and rays and everything. So like, while there are stars above us, there's like all sorts of different, like, spectrums of light also shining down. And yeah, it plants kind of grow off those too. um yeah, so let's go ahead and keep going. NASA's Artemis program aims to create a sustainable presence near the moon ahead of its larger goal of one day preparing for human missions to Mars. The initiative was launched after Mike Pence challenged NASA to put people on the moon by 2024. Since then, NASA has been pushing for this mission to succeed, and by September 25th, they want it done with the landing mission. Artemis third is planned for 2026. So they have Artemis second and Artemis third going out here pretty soon. And yeah, I guess we're about to see a whole bunch of cool space cars.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. So
Flying car or everything.
those will have humans driving them, right? They're not robotic cars.
Yeah, both. Yeah, we're gonna have, dude. Yeah, for sure. The next few years, we're gonna have cars that drive themselves on all levels. The electric cars, our cars, the NASA cars. Everything's gonna be AI and automatic. Kind of like this. Our next article: Microsoft is confident that Windows will hold an AI PC, and they're gonna reveal it on May 20th. Microsoft will hold an event in Seattle on May 20th to detail its vision for AI PCs. The event will be on the day before Microsoft's Build Developer Conference kicks off. CEO Satya Nadella will discussed the company's AI vision across hardware and software, citing sources familiar with Microsoft's plan. The report states that Microsoft is confident the new ARM powered Windows laptop beats Apple's M3 powered MacBook in CPU performance and AI accelerated tasks. Microsoft is reporting banking heavily on Qualcomm's upcoming Snapdragon X Elite ARM based chipset and is planning a number of demos showing them beat Apple M3 MacBook in CPU tasks and AI acceleration and even app performance. Hey, Woss, you were just talking about it that Apple seemed to like have the upper edge, but but remember, America wants that edge now. So like while Apple and China are mainly over, or Apple and all that is over in China, like Microsoft and Samsung and a couple of our guys over here are building up some super high level technology. Simply because of all of those the trade problems with China and Russia right now that our two last presidents foolishly made. Uh,
Hmm.
so this is going to be interesting, guys. The AI
What?
laptops will have an exclusive access to an AI Microsoft Explorer, so it lets you retrieve anything you've ever seen or ever done on your device, and can summon a timeline of your PC. Uses a on-device neural processing unit to scan through a timeline of events. So our computers will literally do all of our work for us, which is sweet, man. Uh, I have no idea how to say that. Like, we're gonna be able to do work 2 times faster and with 2 times the accuracy. So no more slip ups. If you need an article or you need something like, oh, what did I write in my theory paper for uh, I don't know, the British War, and so the AI will go through your British War paper and it'll give you like a summary or whatever you want, I guess, whatever you're asking for it. But what's yeah, that's just amazing. Even the pictures, I'm guessing. So you're gonna be like, well, show me the picture of when I was at Mount Rainier, and then uh, you could tell the AI enhance the photo. Boom, automatically done. There will
Uh,
be an AI-powered video streaming service. The AI PCs will have access to Windows Studio Effects for background blur, the ability to create images with AI models for free, and the option to allow Copilot to access your PC data for context and to improve prompts. Wow. So Microsoft, they're really doing some cool work, I guess. I mean, I'm glad that Microsoft no longer is really associated with Billy Gates, because we could talk freely about Microsoft now, without having to feel bad. Hey, would you get one
what?
of
Bill
these?
Gates?
I think these will be a clutch. What do you think?
I mean,
No, the
what's
what these AI PCs. What do you think about these?
what's the price tag? First of all,
Oh, no. There's no price on it yet. These are barely
uh,
about to be revealed on May 20th. So for the first time, they're going to be revealed to the public.
like 5,000 probably. I could see that. It's gonna be a pretty penny. If I could, yeah, but I got other things, other important things on my agenda. But yeah, I definitely get one and make life easier. It seems these students nowadays they got it made, man. I feel like school with just the people that excel.
Y-
They had good memories. They could remember good. They had good memories. So now you don't have to remember so much stuff. Makes schooling much easier.
what's interesting now that you say that is that I've actually been seeing a huge problem with kids and students, even college students, have issues with the AI where there's a lot of plagiarism. There that these guys are these kids and students are just literally asking AI to do all their homework, and AIs are doing it. And so what these professors and teachers are starting to do now is using another AI app to see if it's all AI database, to see if it's AI written and stuff. And it's really interesting to see how, kids are wanting to use the AI for good. And then the teachers are like, no, you can't do that. And I understand that there might be some type of um, originality issue where you're not really making an effort to create something on your own and you're using an alternative product, an alternative method to go ahead and do your work, and that kind of like takes away from the actual work and hard working process. But I do think though that like if it's not wrong, like don't fix it, like if they're doing the work, and just because they're cheating, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but like, is it really wrong to use an AI for schoolwork? And like, should these should these professors be feeling like this, that they need to go ahead and like, oh no, you get an F, you fail just because you used AI.
I mean, you got
It's
to be
gonna
smart about it. You
with
can't
this
use the whole thing. You got to change up some words. You got to put this sentence down here, put this paragraph up here, change that word to this word. You can't use the whole thing. That's plagiarism. You got to change it up a little. You got to be smart about it.
plagiarizing who, bro? It's the freaking AI. That's a computer. So now you're also with the see that now this is the problem that the AI writers, so the writers league and the actors league is the same thing that you just said, that these things are creating work, and it's almost like plagiarism, right? It almost is, right? Because sometimes these AIs use models of real life data where they're gonna go ahead and let's just say they read the Lord of the Rings book, and then you ask the AI to create you a medieval, story of dragons and elves and stuff, and they seriously almost copy the Lord of the Rings. That's kind of like a plagiaristic thing, I guess. But let's just say like the AI came up with something completely new. Is that really plagiarism? Who's it plagiarizing off? Because that is a very fine line where humanity suddenly doesn't have their human aspect, but a middle ground where let's just say the computer does plagiarize 100% off one of these books. Well, that's the computer's doing. But now if there's no plagiarism, it's kind of 50-50. Like you put in the prompt, the computer did the work. Now I understand though that maybe it's too accurate and it's too realistic where like, oh, anyone could just get the answers if they put it in AI. Oh, give me the answer for this test, write me an essay for this one, because we know that these AIs are ran off of 90 to 95% accurate language models, meaning like I just said with the Lord of the Rings book, real data is being used on these AI programs. And so when we see Chat GPT or these AI images come up with something new, like a story or a picture, and it's supposedly AI made, no, like 90 to 95% of that content is 100% accurate because of the language modeling that these AIs and AGIs are using. It's literally using the truth. So this is gonna be good. Like if AI is used for good, then it's good. But I don't know, people. Man? How do you really feel about AI, bro? Do you think it's gonna be good for us in the future? What's your real opinion on AI over the future, or is it something bad?
Well, it just depends who the intentions of the creators of AI. If they have bad intentions and put bad thoughts into the AI, then I think it could drift off into a evil demonic realm. If it has good intentions, then it'd be for the good. So I think it's behind the creators of it.
It's funny that you say it like that. It's funny you say it like that because Elon Musk said the same exact thing. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast on October 31st of the last year, and Elon Musk was there, and he's like, yeah, these AIs, man, it's just some of them we got to watch out for them because like if we know that these elites these billionaires and trillionaires are creating rules and regulations and have this hate and racism and they feel a certain way about the lower class, we better watch out for the AI that's created by them, because the AI is gonna follow them. It's gonna be made under the racist ruler or the billionaire technocratic ruler, and it's gonna be tailored to them. So I guess yeah, it depends on who uses it and who makes it. I kind of think that maybe though this AI isn't just a computer. Like I still think that we are seeing the bringing forth of cyborgs and entities and spirits and golems and like this magic aspect of reality of like things living inside another body. Uh, I think some of these AIs, bro, are spirits.
Give
That's
them a
just
vessel to
my thought.
communicate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, next up, guys. Professional squatters have taken over Gordon Ramsay's $13 million restaurant in London and posted signs saying it's now theirs. All right, America. All right, world. You guys in your democracy, you guys like this? You guys like the squatting? Now, now one of the elites own. Imagine that, how they feel about that. Gordon Ramsay is one of their own, right? He's one of the elite. He's one of the big wigs. Um,
It's
his
funny.
his $13 million restaurant in London is taken over by a group of 6 people who have boarded up windows and put up a legal warning sign defending their occupation at the grade 2 listed York and Albany Hotel and Gastropub near Regent's Park. The BBC understands they want to use the space as a community art cafe. BBC reporter Alison Earle said a notice asking for food and donations has been ripped down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, this squatting thing is crazy. I know in Oregon over here where I'm at, um, they created a law that yeah, you can literally like make yourself home in someone's backyard, in someone's house. You can like make yourself home in someone's business, on top of someone's business, in someone else's car. Bro, we don't have uh well, like what's the word I'm looking for? We don't have responsibility or no, we don't have rights anymore. We don't have rights anymore, bro. Our house is not
I thought
our house is hey, our house is now if Tyrone Bigham wants to come and squat here, Tyrone Bigham's gonna come and squat. Oh man. Yeah, bro. Imagine
like
imagine
I thought this would be
go.
considered like burglary or home invasion. Like I don't get the squat laws. It sounds like burglary to me. Like I don't understand how they can
It
get
is
away with
burglary.
that.
And
It's crazy.
it's because the judicial system. Remember, I was talking to you off air about how the judicial system recently has been caught working for Soros, and so the lawmakers, the politicians, the judges, the attorneys, and all this. Like a lot of these guys are paid by the elites, and so you know, they're making laws that go against reality. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and see what else they say. Um, it says 2 accounts on Instagram called the Camden Art Cafe and Autonomous Winter Shelter have posted about a new squatted community space at the York and Albany Hotel. Oh wow! So so they so they're on Instagram promoting like, oh, we just took over to oh man. Hey, get out of my kitchen. That's what it needs to say right now. That's what he's saying. Get out of my kitchen. Get out of my kitchen, guys. Get it. Just get out. You,
Nothing he can do about it.
next up, man, right here, FBI opens up criminal probe into Baltimore bridge collapse. Wow. Yeah, guys, this is something that we've been waiting for. The FBI has opened up a criminal investigation into the deadly ship crash that destroyed the bridge in Baltimore last month. Sources told the Washington Post the federal inquiry is reviewing events leading up to the collision, including whether the crew left port knowing the transport had problems with the system. The vessel's owners, operators, and attorneys did not immediately respond to the news outlets for comment. Wow. Yeah, I this should have been done immediately. But we actually have seen evidence though, like on day one, FBI was there. So the FBI was doing their work. I would trust that these guys are out to go ahead and put people in jail, because we know that the ship master of that ship was a Ukrainian guy who's actually wrecked that ship a couple months ago, or like a year ago or something. And so he already has a track record of not being good and like not being a solid driver. And so, yeah, and he's from Ukraine. Not this isn't a racist thing, but it's like, makes you wonder because of the connections with Ukraine right now and the obvious criminal agencies and trafficking and all that. Next up, nunchuck wielding maniac attacks podcaster. Wow. And the judge let them go. Jeez. A nunchuck wielding nut job with a lengthy rap sheet attacked a podcaster in Midtown, but was promptly cut loose with no bail. Bryant Kenyatta, 50 years old, left podcaster Stevie Lou with a fractured arm in the unprovoked attack in 7th Ave and 35th Street around noon, March 12th, after following Lou and screaming, "F you, I'm going to F you up," the victim said on a podcast. But Kenyatta, who had 12 prior arrests, was put back on the streets Tuesday and on supervised release by Judge Brown, the same judge who made headline 2 months ago after setting free another violent attacker. Brown previously freed Amira Hunter, who was accused of bashing a Subway cellist in the head with a metal bottle. Hunter was rearrested days later. Kenyatta attacked after allegedly following Lou and threatening him. So I was like, okay, buddy, why don't you just get the F out of here, said Lou. Wow. Instead, Kenyatta whipped out a pair of nunchucks and started swinging for his face. He was swinging for my head, and I raised my arm to block it, Lou told the podcast. Ooh, man. He
That's
said
crazy
police
because,
responded quickly and gave chase, but
it's crazy. Like 10 years ago,
continue.
I went to jail for having a joint, and I got locked up for having a joint. But you can assault somebody with a nunchuck and a glass bottle, and
Yeah,
they let you out of
you're
jail.
in Kansas though, bro.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but this is New York.
But
New
still,
York is New York's like almost hell. You live in like country land, bro. They're gonna lock you up if you say a bad word about Jesus Christ. So right here, it says the NYPD zeroed in on him Monday and charged him with felony assault and criminal possession of a weapon. Wow. At his Manhattan criminal court arrangement, prosecutors requested Brown's bail set at $100,000, but the judge said, "Nah, we're gonna release him for free." See what I just told you, bro? These judges and this judicial system is working for the enemy. In 2019, Kenyatta allegedly pulled a switchblade on a 32-year-old man waiting for a lift, shouted an anti-gay slur, and told him to move, or I will kill you and your dog, sources said. A decade before that incident, Kenyatta spit on a man waiting for an M train while yelling homophobic slurs. While the 24-year-old victim called 911, Kenyatta continued his tirade, screaming, "You can tell the police I spit in your face," before dropping a slur. They both then boarded the train.
This Kenyatta
Moments
something
later,
else.
Kenyatta shoved him off the train and whacked him in the back of the head. Bro, right? Oh my God, you're right. Like, he says Kenyatta shoved him off the train and whacked him in the back of the head with a retractable baton. He was caught weeks later and charged with hate crime assault, which is a felony. What?
Wow.
How is this guy even out? Tuesday's decision echoed the order the judge had given over the alleged subway attacker Hunter, who had 2 bench warrants out for arrest at the time. The caught on video subway attack at Herald Square Station went viral and left 29-year-old cellist INS Forrest traumatized. I haven't touched my cello since being attacked at NYC subway until today, which is pretty wild. And yeah, dang, bro. Since the attack, he vowed he'd never return to playing in the subway system. 2 attacks in less than a year is too much. I have been punched, choked, and now bashed in the head. Kenyatta of Queens is expected to return to court May 14th. So this dude is a felony racist. He is an abuser, spitting on people, making homophobic slurs. Oh man, bro, this dude's off. You know, I kind of think America's losing it, man. America's going crazy, and like a lot of Americans are going crazy. Like this right here. This is crazy. He's like he just said, "I will kill you and your dog, bro." What the dog do to him, bro? The dog's not even gay. Like what the bro? Like that's just crazy. And I'm not trying to be rude. Like this is just like insane. Like I've never made some look. I know I'm very outspoken against the T plus people, but like I've never made a hateful homophobic slur in a way that like is gonna cause violence and like I leave people alone like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go ahead and get underneath someone's skin, but this dude want to get underneath someone's skin, underneath the dog's skin.
Not the dog.
Man,
Speaking of
12 prior arrest.
the baton, that's one of my favorite weapons actually. I got one and like it's so small. Like all you do is like just throw it out and it hurts. It's like metal. Like you can really damage somebody. Then it cracks up, you just stick it in your pocket.
Yeah, that's pretty sick right there. I thought you were about to be like Harry Potter and do some wizardry. Hocus pocus, aber,
Fucking
No, I'm playing,
lightsaber.
bro.
Fucking,
I'm just playing.
yeah. Luke Skywalker, baby.
Huh. Yeah, a drumstick. You wanna play the drums, bro?
Do that too.
Next up right here. It says U.S. will require background checks for gun shows and online firearm sales. So I didn't know that those two were a thing, but I guess now it's against the law. The sales of firearms on the internet and at gun shows in the U.S. will be subject to mandatory background checks. The closing of the so-called gun show loophole, which, well, I guess not, but I guess now it is. Under this regulation, it will not matter if guns are sold on the internet, at a gun show, at a brick and mortar store. If you sell guns predominantly to earn a profit, you must be licensed and you must conduct background checks. This regulation is a historic step in the Justice Department fight against gun violence. The rule clarifies who is considered to be engaged in the business as a firearms dealer will take effect in 30 days and follow a 3-month consultation period that attracted almost 388,000 comments on the website of ATF. The White House estimates that 22% of guns owned by Americans were acquired without a background check, and that's about 23,000 more individuals will be required as a licensed deal. Wait, what? And that about 23,000 more individuals will be required to be a license as a dealer after the rules implementations. So,
That's a, that's a lot of gun sellers
huh.
out there.
Yeah, but what's the 23,000 more? Does that mean that there's going to be 23,000 more gun shops? Huh.
I bet they're saying the people
There's
that
going to
sell
be
guns.
a lot more gun shops. They're going to be everywhere. Yeah, but like this even says for the people who sell guns and considers themselves to be a firearms dealer engaged in business like that. So like even unlicensed gun dealers right now can get a license now. I don't know. Seems interesting. Maybe um I don't know. Is this good or bad? I mean, I know it's
Um,
bad. But it's also
but it,
good because we're seeing. Look, I'm not against taking away guns. I mean, my bad. I am against taking away guns. I'm not against this. Sorry, I said that wrong. Because I do think though that there are some people out there in the world that do not need guns. Um, I mean, like, yeah, man. Just some people they definitely should not be allowed guns. Like the dude right there in the last article, he had 12 prior arrests as for violent crimes. Bro, don't give that guy a gun. That's the last thing you want to do.
yeah, I definitely say you should get.
We got a comment right here in the chat.
Where'd it go?
The
Disappear.
comment right here in the chat says we need to end elite control over us. There's no so-called white hat saving children from dumbs. Um, well, yeah, who knows? What were you gonna say about guns?
Oh, you should definitely buy your guns now before they do get outlawed. So if you feel like that you need some type of protection for your home or yourself, get them now before it
Yeah,
gets harder and harder not to get them because it's gonna get hard.
for real. Um, that's. I mean, we don't want to end up like Australia where they don't have guns in some areas. So it says right here, the regulation expands the definition of who must obtain a license and conduct a background check before selling guns. It will close the gun show loophole and it closes the fire sale loophole by clarifying how firearms dealers who go out of business must go about liquidating their inventory. Intra-family transfers of firearms or occasional sales to enhance a collection will not be presumed business transactions. Oh, so you can like still you can still sell them like, like to your family and stuff, I guess. It's just, in shops and in bigger places they want background checks. I mean, they were never going to stop us from selling it to our family anyways. But yeah. This is I guess a update on the gun laws. What we're seeing right now is that they don't want to restrict our guns. They're just trying to make it, so that the right people can get guns, I guess. I mean, some people can't pass background checks and they should have a gun, right? But it's a very fine line, like on if this is good or bad, because there is some good, there's some upside, but there's some downside. I know people aren't gonna like, any rules on our guns, but hey, man, like you we
Well, how
can't just
about
let
this?
everybody in the world have all the weapons they want.
Like to drive a car. We got to pass a driving test. We got to read a book. We got to learn the rules. Then we got to drive the car in front of an instructor. Then they will say we pass or don't pass. Why not? If we need a gun, we got to go to study this book, go to a gun class. We got to shoot the gun in front of an instructor. Either you pass or don't pass. Then every couple of years, you got to update it. You got to know that you're still doing right.
Yeah, I agree with that, because that's where the skill and that's where the training and the cleaning and understanding the movements of how you should position your body and how you should brace for the recoil and all this different things. Like, yeah, when I was in the military, like before I even shot a gun, I learned about the gun and I learned about how to clean it and all this other stuff. So it's like, you know, yeah, for sure. There's definitely this is a weapon, man. This can cause so much damage. Even one gun can cause so much damage. So it is a very serious thing, and I don't have any problem with wanting let's just say more um I mean something like a background check, but also like as you said, a training. You have to go through a 4-week training session just to make sure. Like the first week is how to clean the guns. The second week is how to you know aim. The third week is how to like be in combat, and maybe the fourth week is like repairs and how to like repair guns and things like that. Um
Exactly.
yeah, I think it's good. So this article says, for decades, many dealers who sell weapons someplace other than gun stores, say a gun show or flea market, have gotten away without conducting background checks. Every year, thousands of unlicensed dealers sell tens of thousands of guns without a single background check. It could be violent people. The single gap in our federal background check system has caused unimaginable pain and suffering. I believe countless families and communities will be spared the horror and heartbreak of gun violence by this new rule, which is true because, bro, like these the youth is stupid, bro. And I mean, like, I understand when we were young, there was this problem. There was guns, there was violence and stuff. But these days, bro, these kids are taking guns to school, shooting their teachers, you know, uh 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds taking guns to school, threatening their students. Like the gun violence in the youth has really been tragic these days. Like it's getting worse. I guess it's easier. Well, it was easy, not until today or a couple days ago, I guess. Now that they made this law. Yeah, it was easy to get guns because of these gaps in the background checks and the gaps in the um, uh, gun shows and stuff.
One of the things I really do not like seeing is what happened. I don't like seeing the youth posting guns on the internet. Like, got the precisely mask on and they just be posted up and stuff with their weapon and stuff. And it's not a good look. Joe, where'd you go, man?
So that I accidentally closed my screen on accident, guys. Thank you for staying tuned with me. I appreciate all of you guys. Um, yeah, okay, let's get this going again. I had clicked the wrong button, so I appreciate all of you guys for staying tuned. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, share, tell everyone around that this is going down. So next up, Italy hydroelectric plant explosion kills at least three workers. I think we have seen this all over the world. We're seeing energy plants, food plants, meat plants. A little bit of everything is literally being blown up. It's getting destroyed. The infrastructure of the world is being attacked because the new world order wants their systems and they don't like our systems. Um, Jeez, man. And this was over in Bologna, Italy. Oh, Bologna, pretty much. That's the name of the town. The the blast on Tuesday was at power company Enel's burning plant south of Bologna and happened during maintenance work. Dang. Regional fire chief said that the 9-story underground structure 60 meters, 200 feet down. Oh man. Video provided by firefighters showed smoke rising from the underground at the lakeside plant. Wow. So this is going 200 feet down, and this is a historic plant. Marco Menasira said, "It has been managed by Eno for 50 years, providing jobs for many families. Until today, nothing has ever happened. Today, a drama occurred. Our world has collapsed." Oh man. So this is a very serious power plant. Uh, I'm guessing a lot of people are out of power.
Mm.
He said 3 of the hospitalized were in serious condition. Um, Divers were helping for the search, but their efforts are being cared for carefully because of the collapse. The plant is at the artificial Sylvania Lake, which was formed by the construction of a dam and located in a regional park about 70 kilometers southwest of Bologna. There was no damage to the dam, so that's good. It was just only damage to the power plant, which kind of sucks though. Next up, Arizona Supreme Court reinstates near total abortion ban from 1864. Yes, this is good right here, guys. So,
Wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait. They was doing
the whole
abortion
reason
too
I'm
back in the
against a lot of abortions is because of the way that
1800s.
this, bro, people they've been doing abortions since like Bible times, bro. They were sacrificing babies and women, bro. Yeah, abortions have been
Wow.
around for thousands of years.
Mm.
Yeah, there was different types of. It was more brutal, I'm guessing. Even contraceptions or contraceptives. My bad. Uh, so condoms been around for thousands of years. Even birth control has been around for thousands of years. Like a birth control is typically a flower and a plant that you can take. I forgot which one it is, but it's it's interesting.
Mm.
Um, let's read this right here. It says the 1864 law, which precedes Arizona, became a state m- um, that makes abortion punishable by 2 to 5 years in prison, except when the mother's life is at risk. The ruling could shutter all abortion clinics in the state. I already know for a fact that other states that have abortion are gonna make flyers and ads saying, Arizona women, if you want an abortion, come to us. I know for a fact that this is happening because this is this has already happened multiple times where abortion laws have taken place and instantly other states around the nation have been like, oh, come over here, you can have an abortion over here. And so also what the reason I'm against this is that the Church of Satan and the Temple of Satan and them, like they've over the last 2 years have been making a whole bunch of advertisements saying, "Oh, you want an abortion? Well, come get a satanic ritual abortion at our temple, and we will do it safely and kindly, and it'll be clean, and you'll be protected." And they're like
Mm.
falling for it, I'm guessing. I hope not, bro. But
Who would do that? That
that's
is
tough,
crazy.
bro. Imagine that. People
That is
imagine
crazy.
women being tricked these days to follow Beyonce, to follow Taylor Swift, to follow the Hollywood ideology and Cardi B, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? Women are the baddest. Women are rulers. Women rule the world. You know what? W- we can have sex with whoever we want whenever we want cuz pussy is power, and if
It's
I
our
want 10
body.
abortions, I'm gonna have it. And if I want 10 boyfriends, I'm gonna have it."
Mm.
Huh?
No, I was saying
I
it's
was
our body. That's what they
I
say.
was mimicking. Oh, yeah. It's my body, my choice, bro. Yeah, man. Women have it bad right now. They are under a psychotic indoctrination psychologically by witches who are very evil and who know what they're doing. Seductresses. Yes, it's bad. Because these women are falling for it. They're like, "Oh, well, you know what? This temple of Satan, they allow my abortion, but this doesn't seem like the government or these Christians want it. They don't like me. They don't love me. But the Church of Satan, I think they do. Like, yeah, that's probably what's going on in some of these people's heads. It's messed up.
Hey, Joseph,
Definitely a messed up thing. And that's where
I was gonna say that was a
say
pretty
what's
good
up, man.
impression you did. That was a pretty good impression you did over there. You sure you haven't done that before, Josephine?
Chill, dog. Uh, nah. We should we shouldn't be promoting the abortions. I mean, like that's I don't know, man. Like I don't want to be that that dude who's like, oh, you know what, women's laws suck. No, because like I think there should be women's laws. Yes, like there in certain circumstances, rape or mother's life at risk. Like, hey, man, maybe the abortion if you need to. I don't know. Like that's a touchy subject still. I don't know, man. It's tough, but I do want to say though that there is some justice in this because like at the same time, the baby's life matters, and I'm not gonna ever gonna support the open and free killing of babies just because a woman wants to. She can have a kid. Her husband is doing good and she's doing good. She's healthy. But they just don't want a kid. She doesn't want a kid because she doesn't want to raise someone in this cruel world. Or it's like really weird, the way that some people act as far as how willing they are to destroy another person's life and body.
This is kind of personal information, but
Um,
I've been with a few women before, and it happened to me one, two, three times actually. Three women have got abortions that I've been with in the past, and it wasn't my choice; it was their choice. That's what they wanted to do. And I'm thinking most of these abortions aren't really the men pushing them to have the abortion. I think it's the women want to do it themselves.
yeah, I've been
I
through the
don't know.
same situation once, and it's not cool. Like, it wasn't my decision either. So it's like, do men even get a chance and respect at this? Like we were 50% of the product, and then like most of the time, the women take control 100% of the decision on whether to abort it. And like if us men want to be a father, women are denying us that right, especially for the women who are out there constantly hoeing around and who are sleeping with dozens of men, and they're like, "Well, over the last 3 years, I've had, like, 5 abortions." Like, "Huh, well, I just don't wanna get pregnant." Like, these guys, man, bro, it's bad, man, and I pray because, like, I want a kid, and I know the world is getting tricked, psychologically warped from having kids. Like, we see it all over the news and the media, oh, like, they wanna destroy the family idea of a mother, father, and, good kids. It's not cool, what we're seeing right now, because our values as men and women are being attacked. Our values as humans are being attacked. Um, literally, like, it's in some states, I mean, this is just another topic, like, we can't even call ourselves a man anymore in some of these places because people flip out. "Oh, did you just use that word on yourself? Like you're a they or you're blah, blah, blah." Like, they like, like, "Don't be using those gender words around me." Like, it's weird, Like, we can't even speak like a normal person no more, you know? Um, yeah, man. This
Mm.
this world right now needs all the prayers. So let's keep going. Look, I'm all for women's rights, especially when it's needed, but I'm not for, someone wanting to just kill a baby just because they want to. Uh, Next up, The Hill. Woman who stole Ashley Biden's diary sentenced to a month in prison. Do you remember what was on this diary, bro?
Mm. What was in it?
This this Ashley Biden's diary. Remember about the Joe Biden and Hunter Biden stuff, about the
Oh,
pedophilia, the incest, Hunter Biden sleeping with Ashley Biden, Hunter Biden sleeping with uh multiple people in his family. Um there was personal entries as like probably like of abuse and things that they didn't want to do, pain and hurt. There was tax records, a cell phone, family photographs. This isn't Hunter Biden's laptop. Holy crap! Now that I'm thinking about it. So they took Ashley Biden's diary and they took Hunter Biden's laptop. Does that sound like a criminal investigation, an FBI probe, an FBI investigation to me? I think it does.
mm,
And I know someone said that they stole it, but who sent this girl to steal it? She only got a month.
mm.
For sure, the government was behind this. The government was 100% behind this. They don't want, but I'll be real. Most of America's government does not want the Bidens in, because of I don't know the way that they sleep around with each other or something. Probably it's pretty gross. Um, oof. Yeah, it's pretty weird because
How come all this?
for the longest time, the news was saying, no, this diary doesn't exist. Huh, you guys are just a bunch of conspiracy theorists. Oh, this is made up. But no, now this woman actually was arrested and thrown in jail for a month, and so there's no way of denying any of this.
It's too bad this stuff couldn't come out before Biden was president or during his campaign. Maybe the election could have changed.
Well, it's probably a reason that it didn't come out before, and they probably made sure that it didn't.
Mm.
Prosecutors accused Amy Harris of stealing the president's daughter while she was temporarily staying at Ashley Biden's residence. The diary contained highly personal entries. Harris enlisted Robert Kurlander to assist her efforts, and they each pleaded guilty to conspiracy charges in 2022. Project Veritas paid Harris and Kurlander $20,000 each for the diary and other materials. Nicholas Bass, the chief of public affairs of the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, confirmed Harris was sentenced to 1 month in prison and 3 years of supervised release. Project Veritas describes itself as a news outlet, but has faced some controversy over sting operations. Yeah, Project Veritas is doing a whole bunch of sting work. Remember, they were the one talking about the mRNA and getting that dude to admit on a date how the mRNA they were like killing people and poisoning people and they had a gain
Oh,
of function research way before it was announced. Yeah, this Project Veritas group is very, very good. They're very truthful. Um whew, this is interesting, right? Where we're seeing everything that they said was fake and a lie, and everything that they called us conspiracy theorists for, it's all coming out. It is true. Pete Diddy is a bad, bad dude. Next up, Italy has finally launched a digital nomad visa. So, uh, let's see what this is about. After 3 years of discussions, Italy finally signed a digital nomad visa, and applications are now open. As with any visa, though, there are a few requirements. On April 4th, remote workers, those employed by a company outside of Italy, but free to work from anywhere, and self employed people can apply for Italy's digital nomad visa. There's also a scope for the applicant's family to join them. Oh, sweet. The visa will last 1 year, but they'll have the option to renew it every year. Pretty cool. Applicants must have health insurance and accommodation arranged for the duration of the stay and have not been convicted of a crime for the last 5 years. One perk is that there is no specific education requirements. The visa is being managed under Article 27 of Italy's immigration code, which means it's aimed specifically at highly skilled workers. So you don't got to graduate, but if you can work, you can get over there. Hey, let's go to Italy, dog. The tax nomads
Let's
will have to
go.
pay uh,
Beautiful one.
an unclear amount. It could be it could be that you're required to contribute 5% income tax plus 23% towards social contributions. Say it again, boss. My bad. What'd you say?
Oh, let's move over there. They got beautiful women and great food.
For real.
That's
Seriously.
definitely true.
And the beautiful water, man. Italy's water. Woo.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. I guess anybody who wants to go to Italy, they're gonna yeah, they can create a visa for you right now. Next up, Boeing hit with whistleblower allegations. The FAA is investigating a Boeing whistleblower that the company dismissed safety and quality concerns in the 787 and 777. Wow, hey, remember the Boeing whistleblower? Wasn't he found dead?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Uh, the plane maker has been grappling with issues over the last year. There's been so many issues with Boeing. I almost hear it every week that, oh, there's another jet that went down. Oh, there's another jet that went down. Oh, guess what? Another jet. Hey, look what happened today. A jet went down. Or, hey, like all these different problems, like, the engine or the turbine or a door opening and not being sealed. Typically because of um, manufacturing issues where like they were taking shortcuts to manufacture these planes, and so you don't take shortcuts on an airplane, dude. That's the last thing that I would ever want to go ahead and take a shortcut on.
Is
I'll
the
take a
ball
shortcut
located over
on wiping my butt. Nah, I'm playing.
there? Is it Boeing located over there in
Let's say what's
Washington?
up. But
Is it Boeing over there in Washington? Where you
yeah,
staying?
Boeing's in Seattle. Yeah, or yeah, it's in North Washington for sure.
Mm.
Um, yeah, there was a lot of planes that had problems, and I was getting sick and tired of it because I thought it was like I thought it was like a joke, or I thought it was just like them trying to cover up things, but no, like more than 1,000 planes have been probably made wrong. Um, this guy in the article says he told in a call on Tuesday he saw problems with the misalignment on the 777, which were remedied by using force. I literally saw people jumping on the pieces of the airplane to get them aligned. Dang, so these dudes are just jumping on the plane. Hey, we need to get this part fit in, and so hey, stop it in real quick. They're curb stomping metal into the plane, bro.
Oh man.
And that's interesting. I wonder if this is what's happening on all levels. Sometimes these cars have problems. So like, hmm, from what the main problem is though is that this came from a higher up management where the manufacturer, the workers were like, hey, should we do this? But the management was just saying, nah, quick, and do it quick. It doesn't matter. Who cares? And so the management made poor decisions in hurrying these. And what they also did is that they hired contract workers pretty much who were like immigrants or just new. And so they're having brand new workers create the top of the line airplanes. Yeah, it's not going to go well. Next up, Elon Musk is platforming for Brazil. Pretty much what Elon Musk said is that he will create Starlink for everybody in Brazil if Brazil decides to let's see. Brazil, I think Brazil had banned Twitter. Let's see, hold on. they are doing something with social media that people don't like. So Brazil is going after the citizens, and they're locking up, the freedom speakers, and um, yeah. So Elon Musk doesn't like that. Elon Musk said, "Hey man, free social media, free the internet up, and quit trying to block it, or I'm just gonna go ahead and to send out Starlinks over there and give everybody free internet and free IP." So like
Oh
a
wow.
lot of these things are being banned from the government IP, from the regulated IP. But if Elon Musk goes ahead and give him internet, well, he controls it, and he'll allow anybody on any website. Um,
Is
Probably not
Elon
any
Musk really
website, but you know
bad
what I mean.
though? I be thinking, is Elon Musk really bad, or is he good? Like I don't
No,
know.
no, he is. He does good and bad. Elon Musk is one of those dual, neutral guys where, he will go against the evilest of the evilest, but he'll also, uh, you know, he'll he'll take advantage of the good people.
Mm.
Which is pretty cool though that he's offering Starlink to everybody. Um, Next up, Elon Musk Neuralink just got one upped because now there is a wireless brain computer interface system where how do this is pretty much a new brain chip, and it is going to be like top of the line, I guess. Pretty much 3 times faster, less wires. As you see right here, there's literally just two small things. I don't even know if this needs to be like put surgically put into you. I don't think this does. I think this just needs to be like put onto you. But who knows? Might be underneath your skin barely. I wouldn't get this. I'm not gonna get any of this.
No.
But it is pretty cool though that we're seeing the brain chips like at a rocket speed. Meaning here within the next 2 years, it's gonna be everywhere. Everywhere. All right, Woss, it's been about 1 hour long, bro.
Oh man.
Do you want to go? Oh my god. Do you want to go ahead and call it a night, and then we'll be back tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a good time. I think everybody got enough information within
Hello?
that
Can you hear
hour.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello?
you. Yeah, my audio
Okay.
just. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my audio. Everything just totally switched. Yeah, I can hear you. It's just everything totally switched on my computer. Audio, I hear different. Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden,
We start talking about Elon. We start talking about
switch.
Elon. They was
So
like, wait,
it'd be a perfect
hold on.
time. TikTok. No, 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 no. Twitter news for you guys. Tomorrow. So stay tuned. And tomorrow, me and Wasp Boss will go ahead and bring you some Twitter news. And well, that's if he's on. But I will go
I
ahead
mean,
and also be there.
I do got a
All
question for
right,
you though,
guys.
Joseph.
Um, yeah, man.
Did you check out WrestleMania? What happened recently?
Uh, so what are you talking about? Like the Vince McMahon stuff, or
Oh
the
no,
Rock winning,
the
or
Rock winning. Yeah, the Rock winning. Did you watch it?
yeah, I kind of watched that tag team match a little bit. I watched some of WrestleMania. I didn't watch the last night. So I missed Cody Rhodes winning, but that was cool. Shout out Dusty Rhodes too, big dude up there. Looking down from above. But The Rock, I felt like that was a power play, bro. Because he just got didn't he just get inducted into like the council, right? The council of WWE, so he can make decisions, and he's like now one of the head guys up there making rules. And so I think he just used his power and his authority to go be like, I want to win this one.
Yeah, that's what he tried to do. He tried to hijack WrestleMania, and the fans they wasn't with it. They was like, no, no, no. So they changed it, and that's what we should do. All these laws and politicians stuff. We need to stand up and let it be known that we're not with it. Then things will get changed.
Heck yeah. Well, I think that's what we're kind of doing, like slowly. I know that there are people in politics that view my stuff, like you can bet, bro. Like if you start posting, these type of videos and stuff, like people will take notice, and like I do. I'll be real. Just my podcast alone and me speaking up in my daily life, uh gives a lot of people in my church and a lot of people in my society like fuel for thought, fuel for the fire. And like I could tell, like we're leading people's minds to change and open up. And so that's one of the greatest things that we can be doing right now. And that's the way we're helping out reality, guys. We want to see every single one of you succeed. We want to see every single one of you heal, love, glow, live, and be wise. We want to see happiness and success. um
Yeah.
you know all the information that we're putting out, it's to make people a better person. And what we want to do with that is heal our society. We like, I just don't want to, you know make sure my viewers good. Like, I want to make sure my viewers families good too. So when I'm speaking these messages or information, I would like to have all of you guys out there listening to my broadcast to share this information out. Whatever you learn, whatever you pick up. There's so far I have like 180, 190 episodes of hours long worth of
Working.
conversations, amazing conversations, and with guests from all around the world. Like, there is a little bit of everything for you guys to go and get. Like, if this episode is not the one that's makes you learn anything, go to another one. And I mean it. Like, I'm not out here wasting my time like some of these other podcasters who are talking about, like, you know their drug stories and their OnlyFans and their all this, but I want to go ahead and bring people some real information, some real news. And with that, I help everybody around. Because like, if I'm in my city and I got 10,000 people, well, and this podcast reaches 1,000, well, I helped out 1,000, maybe find love. But not just that 1,000, I hope can help another 1,000 or help another 2,000. And we just keep this train going where, you know, we look out for each other, we support one another, we motivate one another. Because I know for a fact right now, because of social media, supporting one another has gone out the window. People do not want to support one another. They want to hate and find any little thing that they can do to get better at one up, to make look bad, to publicly humiliate, all this, instead of like promoting your society and the people in there. People get so jealous. They're like, oh, he looks so good, or he has all the thing, he has all the money, or he has all the weed, or he has all the girls, or he has all the topics, he has all this, he has all that. Like, they just, people like just come up with excuses, right? And what this is really about is information, uh information and love, and getting people on the right on the right vibe. Not jealous, not hateful, never spiteful. We want to be a peaceful and understanding. Lately, I'll be real. Lately, I've been in the church a lot more. I've been in the gym a lot more. Um, I've sobered up a lot from when I first started talking to you, Woss. Man, we were just talking about this off air, like years ago. Man, you met me in a crazy time, and bro, I'll be real. That was not even like the craziest of my times. I mean it. That was not even the
Oh
craziest
man.
of me. Like, the wildest of me. How about that? Like like back in my 20s, I was way off the hook. Like, wild, like really really lit. on drugs and just wild energy, and like I clean up from a lot of that, man. And with that, like I found this new love for life where I just want to help heal people because I know what pain I went through. I know what damage and suffering I went through, and I don't ever want to have people go through that. Um, you know, I think that love, uh, love is gonna help bring us all together, and when we support one each other, uh, and help lift each other up, everything goes good. Like our daily life, it goes good. Our relationship with our pets and our family, our friends, our parents, our coworkers, our bosses. You know, um, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody for being here, guys. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, share. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and many other apps. You just Google my name and you'll find it. Yeah, man. Woss, brother, I just want to thank you for being
Oh,
here
thank you,
throughout
Joe.
these last few years. I'm just gonna say this on air, man. I appreciate it on a soul level where, you know, I've been in the conspiracy community like for a few years, but I've been researching. I've been in a research community for like 11 years. And ever since I started coming out towards this information or I started using my brain, and I mean that, where like there was times where I didn't care about using my brain or any IQ. Now I do. Uh, you know, man, I just gonna be real. Like, thanks, man. Thanks for being here because a lot of people left, man. A lot of people
Yeah.
left. They were scared. Just as we see right now, bro. Just as we see right now with all this left versus right with the Biden and Trump stuff, like hey, what up, Adrian out there on Instagram, man? Um, I appreciate that, man. Where a lot of people were scared to tell the truth or scared to stand up for what's right, man. You were standing right there by my side, brother, and hyping me up and picking me up when I felt down, and that's something that's missing in society right now, bro. Like we see it, like I just said a minute ago. Hate is everywhere. People just want to player hate, player hate, player hate. But there's this the camaraderie, man. The camaraderie to be able to see the bigger picture and to understand, like, hey, we need to help. We need to help our friends and our family by talking about these topics, bringing the best out of people. Like me with the supplements, man. I know I'm on your ass. I'm like, hey, bro, take these supplements. I'm on my family's ass. I'm like, hey, take these supplements. I'm on my friends' asses. I'm like, yo, take these supplements. Please get healthier. Go to church. You're like, just being adamant and being strong, bro. Like that's what we've been doing, me and you. For sure there was those many nights where we were just gaming it, talking about life and like picking each other up, like you going through something or me going through something. And I appreciate you, bro. I mean it.
Oh,
On
thank you,
God,
bro.
I love you, bro. Yeah,
I love you too, Joe. You're
appreciate it.
doing God's work. You're doing God's work and keep going. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
For
you.
everybody out there, guys, if you look at the world right now, this type of stuff, like information and spirituality, it's a very rare thing to see the truth in it because there's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of agendas. We see these podcasters out there. They're bringing on the OnlyFans models. They're bringing on the ex-convict drug dealers who ain't saying one good lick of word for nothing. They're bringing on toxicity. I'm over here just spreading love, and good vibrations, and the world needs us right now, man.
Yes, sir.
Um, you know, guys, I am going to be getting baptized this Friday. And so
What?
I'm gonna be out in Oregon over at the Bar M Ranch. I'm gonna be at a Christian men's retreat. So it's pretty much just gonna be men's only, and having a good little vacation, Bible study, Bible talk. But I asked my pastor, I was like, "Hey, man, I want to get baptized in a living body of water. So I don't want to be baptized in a freaking bathtub in stale water. No, I want to be baptized in real water, just like." you know, just like our ancients were. I mean, I even watched the Jesus Revolution movie where it talked about Calvary Chapel's origin, right? And so in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, Calvary Chapel was on its rise, and in California, there's this. I think it's in San Francisco Bay. I don't know, maybe it is. There was. This is a real story where there were hundreds or maybe even thousands of people who were constantly going to this one area to get baptized, and it's just a blessed thing to realize, like, you know um this world we have, it's very, very energetic, and like maybe that bathtub water, it's not so much it's not really just filled with that same energy, what I mean? That natural alkaline energy, that natural raw energy you get from the soil and the sand and the ocean and the river. Because I know when I'm out there in the soil, in the river, the sand, whatever, man, I'm super charged up. Like I was at Rimrock Lake this weekend, and it is very low, so the tide was very low, the lake was very low, and literally I could see like 50 to 75 feet into the lake where there was just new sand, everything was so low. And so I was walking on the sand with my bare feet, and I was literally feeling so energized. I Afterwards, I got up and I was like, dude, I don't feel tired. Like, it was like, 2, 3 o'clock already. Um and typically I've been feeling maybe like a little bit of daytime lag, but nah, like this thing picked me up. So when I get baptized this weekend, I know for sure, like, because of my sobriety right now, and because of the way my spirit is going, and the new C60 supplements, like, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see uh just a spiritual change and a spiritual shift, even in my focus and my vibration. Like, you said it earlier, bro. You can see the energy high. Like, yeah, lately I've been praying, I've been focusing, I've been doing my work, doing my due diligence, and I've also been kicking more ass at the gym. I've been going for like 3 to 4 hours again, like I used to last year. Lately I've been only going for like 2 hours, and it's been killing me. Um, because I really like the 4 hour sessions. I like getting my swole on, getting my sauna on, getting my cardio, whatever I need to. So I've been lately, I've been on um I've been on my game. I just also threw away some moldy weed butter, so I'm glad I threw that away. That was straight killing me, bro. I didn't know. I had no idea. That was weird. Mold's not even supposed to grow on weed butter or butter at all. But I fucked up. That was me. That was my bad. I messed up. So fix that part. Now I feel great. I'm a week off of weed butter, and a week 1 day off of weed for everybody out there. That's just temporary though, you know what I mean? Like, whenever I get a job and get myself a little bit more situated, then I'll be back using cannabis, since I use it medically primarily anyways. What else is new? What you got going on, Wasp Boss? What's new?
Oh man, just life working and about to move pretty soon and trying to get me a new car and just dealing with everyday life things. Nothing too out the ordinary. Should be giving should be getting a new
All right.
laptop here soon, so technology should be enhancing pretty soon. So that's good
That's
news.
good. That's good. The new computer and a new car.
New computer, new
Oh, that's
car,
pretty
new
sweet.
crib.
Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's good, man. What type of car, man? What are you thinking?
I don't know if I just want to get a car and pay it straight out with cash, or if I want to get a car and make payments. The payments can be kind of high sometimes. So, but you get what you pay for. So, I could just buy it
Hey,
straight out
well,
cash.
if
Get a limit.
if you're gonna be balling out with cash, bro, move out to Washington first, and then then make that decision, because you're gonna love it out here. You gonna Hey, bro, if you whip it out here, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you'll fall in love because of the way the mountains are and the way bro, I ain't gonna lie. Driving through Washington is magical. Like I hear that other states out there, like in your area in the central, it's very flat. A lot of
That's
these
good
states are
season.
flat. Like, you
Yeah.
don't really got mountains.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
bro. Over
bad.
here we got mountains, hills. We got mountains, hills, rivers, valleys, bro. We got all types of terrain, and it's a beauty because, like, in every direction, you'll drive for like 30 minutes or an hour, and you'll find like a new terrain. Like, what I mean. You can go from the valley fields to the mountains real quick in like an hour. You know what I mean, or like 30 minutes, and it's cool because then you can go out to like the valleys and the rivers and stuff like, and then in another 30 minutes, another direction. We actually have here in Washington, we have the number one vacation destination for hikes in the world. So we have like an extreme amount of hikes and routes and trails and rivers and lakes and dude, I'm telling you, bro, this Washington State is where it's at, man. Hey, me and Big Perm will get you right, man. We'll welcome you. You know.
I'll definitely be out there one day. Sounds like home. New home.
Yeah, bro. Probably like another year or two. I'm gonna get you out here, bro. We're gonna have to make a studio, bro, for this podcast because people really like the podcast. I'll be real. I get a lot of love for this. Like people tell me like, hey man, you're doing really good work. Like and people tell me all the time like, yo, when are you gonna get a studio, bro? So we can come in or we can smoke you out. We can bring in some weed. Bring in the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's where it really comes in because we get the right now. I have a good connection with cannabis growers and stuff. Like I think that's where a lot of our fun and help and money will be coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, all the extra stuff, the science and the archaeology, that's cool too, for sure. Like going on archaeological tours, like out in Egypt or Mexico or something. That'd be dope.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could do enough
Well,
in
guys,
Washington.
what I want you to do, yeah, bro. There's actually so in my certain area, there's a 10 city haunted, what is it, like haunted building tour where I've seen someone do it before, and it's like it takes about maybe 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours, or all day. I don't know. It takes one day to go to all spots around the state, and like where we see haunted cities, haunted houses, haunted this and that. There's a lot to do here, man. We can hunt for Bigfoot, bro. If you want, we can hunt for UFOs. Bro, I mean, I'm sure I ain't even playing, bro. Like
Chupacabra.
we can hunt for mushrooms out here.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's in Mexico, but
Oh.
uh, there there's
You're
a lot,
Mexican though,
man. I
so
ain't gonna lie. This state is endless fun.
yeah.
Yeah, chupacabras down in Mexico.
Oh,
All right, well, boss, let's go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll be back. Tell everybody around what you got going on or where they can find you, and I'm gonna do the
you can
same.
find me on Twitter. Find me on YouTube at Ghetto Bedroom Records. And, find me on Earth. Find me on 509 Divine Pines.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. You guys can go ahead and check me out on all social Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Spotify, everything, anywhere, YouTube. Um, I want you guys to also go ahead, check out W.GG for a all new natural energy drink blend that is powder. So if you want to go ahead and get double the kick, triple the kick, quadruple the kick, it's all up to you. Go visit W.GG for all new flavors, more than a dozen, a natural formula. So you're never gonna have to worry about anything artificial. use coupon code 509 Divine Pints for 10% off your order and thank me later. Guys, just I ask that you keep it real out there and you help your family out, that you do your hard work, you stay blessed up on the Bible, on God, and that you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. And with that, be blessed, be high. See you guys next time on the 509 Divine Pines podcast. Peace.